From 2010 to 2016, I commuted from Cincinnati to San Francisco as Chief Marketing and Innovation Officer of Jamba Juice. This was my first C-suite job, and so I was thrilled that God had blessed me to achieve a career milestone as an African-American female and to do so in my 40s. So I jumped right in. I gave this job all I had, for after all, shareholders, franchisees, the consumers, and employees were depending on me and my team to deliver business results. Well, at the same time, I had 3 kids. They were 5, 9, and 13. That's kindergarten, elementary school, and middle school. All 3 very important developmental times in their lives. And so while I was excited about this Chief Marketing Officer wonderful opportunity, I did not want to fail at my more important CMO job, Chief Mom Officer of the Washington household. So I was like, Lord, how excited I am for being a blessed woman. But Lord, how are we gonna get this done without me burning out in the first year? So being the type A that I am planful, I'm purposeful, I'm intentional. So I called my marketing team together. I said, okay guys, we need to develop a strategic plan, we need a communication cadence. We got everything together to say, how would this work at work? Well, the problem was I didn't know how it was gonna work at home. There was only so much I could ask my husband to do. And I wanted to speak into my children's lives. I wanted to be energy and to be inspiration and to be there with them when things went right and when things went wrong. Well, if you've ever had your back up against the wall, you have to decide then, where do you turn? Well, I turned to the one thing that I knew, which was prayer. Now, I have my prayer closet and my war room physically at home, but I needed to have a little talk with Jesus, and it wasn't while I was in Ohio. So I erected my own prayer meeting room on a Delta flight somewhere in Delta Comfort, probably seat 10F. I decided the Lord and I needed to have a heart-to-heart. And so let me let you in on a little bit of how that conversation went. Lord, it's Julie. You know me and you made me. So you know my strengths, you know my weaknesses, you know what I think and what I don't know. And so, Lord, I need you because I'm worried. How am I really going to get both of these done? Be well in my job and make sure that everyone gets what they need from me. And because of this, Lord, I'm at my wit's end. I need you. And in a still small voice, the Lord spoke to me. And he said, lo, I'm with you always. Julie, each day I give you new grace and new mercy. Daughter, I've got you. I wasn't surprised by these 2 opportunities. And so, relax. I'm in control. Well, that's all I needed to hear. I'm like, okay, Big Brother has me. This is wonderful. So I jump right in. My creative juices start flowing. I'm excited. And so what I'd like to share with you are 3 of the strategies that I came up with as a traveling mom seeking to be great at home and being great at work. The first one were lunch notes. Now, I wanted to make sure that whatever my kids were going through, that as mom, I spoke into it even if I wasn't there. I wanted to be with each of their situations and circumstances. Well, I learned quickly that's a lot of lunch notes for 3 kids over a school year. So I got smart. All 3 kids could get the same lunch note and it would really be okay. And in fact, I didn't have to put a lunch note in every single day. I don't want to mislead you. I am not Wonder Woman. I am not on the screen. I'm Julie. And so there were some days that NCIS or rooting for Jimmy Johnson in the NASCAR race or having a call with a sister friend beat out the lunch notes. So I was okay with that. And in fact, I made sure that my lunch notes always ended with love, mom. And for any of you as new moms or younger moms, you'll learn that you can do a lot of things wrong, but if you have a sticker, it makes all things well. And so I ended my lunch notes with a happy face sticker. So the second strategy was daily affirmations. As an executive coach, I try to talk with my clients about the power of their thoughts and the power of their words. And so the same was true for my children. I wanted them to understand clearly the power of guarding their minds and guarding their mouths. And so their daily affirmations could look like the following. Today, I will make good decisions. I will be a leader, not a follower. I will focus and I will finish. The second affirmation was, watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. And watch your habits. It becomes your character, and your character, it becomes your destiny. So our third strategy was a set of 3 questions. And so the first question is, what's your name? My husband and I were very intentional, and so we named our children for purpose. And so Markayla Nicole is the victorious warrior. Sean Vincent is God's precious gift that conquers, and Joseph Christian is the one through whom God will add. Our second question was, whose are you? This question was an echo of my mom's voice, for you see, my sister and I grew up in the integrated South, and during the 60s and the 70s, my mom wanted to make sure that we understood that wherever we went and whatever we did, we took our family's name with us. And so even though in today's time, I wanted my children to know, as Washingtons don't do, and Washingtons don't say everything every other child does and says. They had to govern themselves accordingly. But the second part to that question was for them to understand that they were children of the Most High God. And just as God spoke to me on that Delta flight, I wanted them to know He's got mom and He has you. So whether they're at a Boy Scout camp and got lost in the woods, or over to a friend's house and that did not go so well, the point is He was with them even in the midst of it all. And so the third piece to this is, why are you going? Being an intentional person, I'm very big about being sure about not wasting time and wasting opportunity. And so, why are you going? And I know some of you are saying, Julie, does that mean your children can't have fun? No, what it means is put fun on the agenda. Be intentional about, when I go to this camp, I plan to have fun. I'm holding me and the camp counselors to making sure I have fun from my experience. And so, what then did I learn from both of these CMO Chief Marketing Officer and CMO Chief Mom Officer roles? I learned that first, Julie had to let go and let God. That I could control some things, but the end of it, I couldn't control everything. And after all, God was in control anyway. And He would give me what I needed, the way I needed it, when I needed it, whether it was a challenge or an opportunity, He had me. The second piece is, I learned that as a mom, I really could still be with my kids even if physically I wasn't there. Even though my daughter today is a sophomore at Miami University, and my sons are in middle school and high school, they still get their lunch notes. They still say their daily affirmations, and before I give them the keys to the car, they need to answer my 3 questions. And so I hope there has been something that I've said that inspires you to have your own talk with Jesus, and that He ignites in you an idea or an action that blesses not only you, but blesses those that you love. Amen.